So museums hold many different kinds of treasures, from the historical to the beautiful, and now the morbid.
All right, a museum dedicated to all things macabre just opened. Where else? In Brooklyn. Simone Boyce went there today, and she lets us know exactly how creepy it was.
Creepy.
It looked pretty creepy from the stand-up thing you did before.
Though.
I don't know.
Well, then you're a good faker.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I was very uncomfortable. It's a little too disturbing for me. But I know a lot of people are into this stuff. And hey, it's all part of the natural process, right? Well, this is an offbeat collection of artifacts you won't find in most museums. Items dedicated to death and the deceased, dating back to the early 20th century. It's all on display in Gowanus. If it's dead, stuffed, or embalmed, you'll find it at the new Morbid Anatomy Museum in Brooklyn.
We're dedicated to what we say is forgotten history and things that fall between the cracks. Things that museums own but no longer show because they don't really fit what people are still talking about today.
Like something out of Norman Bates' wildest fantasies, the three-story space is filled with taxidermy.
That was a gift from my father for my birthday this year.
Skulls. Wet specimens in jars.
This is a stained bat, this is a fish.
And these were all used for scientific exploration and research?
For scientific purposes that have been repurposed here in the museum.
And macabre wall art.
You'll find here what we call postmortem photographs, which are photographs of dead people.
The current exhibit is called The Art of Mourning. For example, this here behind me, it might look like a traditional wreath, but it was made in the Victorian era with real human hair to commemorate the dead.
It's about the kind of folk arts and commercial arts as well related to mourning that existed before our own time. If you look at the trees and the bushes here, you see how the leaves are these little coils. If you look closely, that's actually human hair.
That's all human hair?
You can tell that this is memorializing the dead because it's a cemetery scene.
Continue your exploration of mortality in the bookstore downstairs or with a hands-on taxidermy workshop. Ultimately, Joanna hopes to turn our fear of death into fascination.
We have a lot of people. You'd be surprised of how many people are really interested in looking at this kind of thing. And I've met a lot of collectors, a lot of people who are artists, a lot of people from all over the place, just curious.
$10 will get you into the museum, which is open to the public from noon to 6 every day except Tuesday.
Except Tuesday. Fascinating.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you very much, Simone.